It may sound like a silly question, but if you die, you probably always will be remembered as the guy, the sailing guy.
Mm-hmm.
Is it something that you enjoy, or would you rather die with a different image?
Well, I'd rather not at all, but I think, yeah, I mean, the important thing is to be remembered, to leave some kind of legacy for your children, your family. I mean, I'm very proud of the fact that, you know, I don't have the legacy that Lennon and McCartney have, but, you know, I do have a few songs that sustain, and Sailing is certainly one of them. So, yeah, I'm really, really proud of that. I mean, for my kids, too, if they're, you know, pushing their babies through the supermarket after I'm gone and the song comes on, it's, you know, it's something for them to be proud of. So it's a very cool thing. I feel like my brother even said to me, he said, you know, when you die, your death will be noted. Whereas, you know, he's like a CPA and he works hard, but he hasn't done anything that where at the news they're going to happen to mention it. So, you know, I think it's anytime you can do that, you know, kind of do something that sort of sets you apart or something. I mean, it's something I'm very proud of, you know. So it's, yeah, it's a cool thing. I mean, I suppose if, you know, I don't think a lot about my epitaph, but I suppose, you know, just a dream in the wind to carry me and soon I will be free is certainly a good one.
Okay. The song Sailing is used in a lot of movies, but if you could write a song for a certain movie, which movie would it be?
Wow. One that made lots of money. And well, you know, I mean, I don't know, there's so many great movies out there. I mean, my favorite movie of all time, my favorite movie is a movie called The Day the Earth Stood Still. It's a very, very old movie from the year I was born. They're remaking it now with Keanu Reeves, but the plot's completely different. From what I've seen of it, I don't like it. But the original movie is just a wonderful comment on nuclear weapons and sort of that sort of stuff. And so, but I don't really see a song in it. So, I don't know. It's just really a question. I've never been asked that. I mean, Arthur was just it was a great script, and you know, the song really just worked for the movie. So, I don't know. I'd have to. There's so many great movies made, but probably Coen Brothers or something. You know.
Okay.
Something kind of wacky, but I haven't really, you know, the problem was Arthur was such a big film, and then as time went on, a lot of the movies that they offered me to do songs for, I really didn't care for the movies, and so I'd like to do it again, but it had to be the right film, and I don't know, it would just, you know, depend on the script and something I connected to, but it's like something I'd like to do more of. There's certainly a lot of good TV shows and things on HBO and stuff like that, and there's a lot more opportunities for that, and nowadays that's one of the best ways to market, only ways to market your music. Film and TV is definitely a great way to do it. So I'm hoping with, especially with the new record, you know, to maybe have a song connect in a film or a TV show or something, because it's one of the few ways to reach an audience now, because it's kind of tough.
Your daughter is also into music. How much are you involved with her singing career?
Well, I tried to be involved in the beginning with Madison with doing things, but you know, she has to find her own voice as an artist, and I was trying to write some tunes for her and stuff. But, you know, I'm very square to her, you know. I'm her dad, and she doesn't really, it's not like she doesn't take me seriously, I don't want to say that. She respects what I've done, but musically she doesn't really relate to it, you know. And so I discovered pretty early on that it wasn't something that was going to work. I wouldn't be able to write songs for her. She has to kind of do it on her own. And she's mostly into, her real passion is musical theater, so it's a different kind of genre than what I do. But I was trying to do it because I wanted to help her and be involved if I could, but it's a huge generational gap there. It's like Michael McDonald, his kids are the same ages and gender as mine, and I think his kids look at me like their uncle, and my kids look at them like, they don't think of us as being anything special. We're just like, you know. So musically too, I think they think we're kind of fuddy-duddies, and so they're going to be relating to their own music and their own artists and all that stuff. And so I kind of stopped trying to impose on her because. And really, like I said, she's going to have to find her own artistic voice, because it's not going to do her any good for me to be, you know, creating her music. She has to do it for herself, and either she will or she won't. But like I said, the pop thing was something she was kind of fooling with, but her main interest is to go to New York University to Tisch School of Art, of Drama, and she wants to be on Broadway. So that's not my thing. I'm not Sondheim, unfortunately.
Okay, last question. How old were you when you first picked up a guitar?
Well, I started out when I was 10 playing the drums. I played drums for 6 years. And I was really into jazz music at that time, like Dave Brubeck and people like that, Joe Morello. But then I began to want to write songs, and I got more into the pop thing, and so I switched to guitar when I was 16. And really, you know, Buddy Holly, the Everly Brothers and all that, but the real thing that really pushed me that direction was the English Invasion. You know, obviously the Beatles, the Kinks, and all that kind of music. So I didn't actually start playing guitar until I was 16, but I started music, playing in bands when I was 10, playing the drums.
Okay. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.